Union Summit. Sarah, very good morning to you once again.
It's a testament to younger generations of people that we can achieve what they reach out across the national and ethnic divides to take action as brothers and sisters. Few places symbolizes the importance of international solidarity better than Addis Ababa. We are at the home of the Organization for African Unity and its successor, the African Union. The struggle against apartheid in Africa were domestic struggles first and foremost. But they were encouraged by the powerful spirit of international solidarity and kinship. And African neighbors were the first in line to help. The AU is a fruit of that type of solidarity. And Norway and the Nordic countries are proud to be at the close and long-standing partners of the African Union. This exhibition is based in as a permanent exhibition in the Lilithville Liberation Museum in Johannesburg, under your caretaking. Yes. The message of the exhibition, however, ranges beyond South Africa and the frontline states. It highlights the value of international diplomacy, including Norway's consistent support for multilateral cooperation to the United Nations and our long-standing tradition of international solidarity. And as I said to the minister, it's also a memory of when Norwegian diplomats went rouge, I say, then they were doing things that you don't usually do in diplomatic stuff, like getting money in and getting people out and things like that. In Norway, apartheid reminded us of the oppression under the Nazis' occupation during the Second World War. Through Scandinavia, people became increasingly aware of the inhumanity of apartheid and the injustice of colonialism. This spurred concrete action by governments, by political parties, by trade unions, by churches and by civil society in general. Both men and women were inspired to contribute to the struggle in partnership with African allies. At a time when multilateralism is under pressure and solidarity is in short supply, we need to return to our old ideals. We need to be reminded of the greater things that can be achieved if we engage in multilateral cooperation, respect human rights, promote international solidarity. I believe that the African Union embodies these ideals. I think it's a great pleasure and a pride that we open this exhibition here. And I would like to thank you all for coming and seeing this and remembering. I don't feel very old. And I had passed 20. Still apartheid was in place. And it's quite fresh history for us all. And we should not forget it.
Thank you. Thank you. I thought you were going to applaud the Prime Minister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prime Minister. And thanks on behalf of the President, Your Excellency Prime Minister Solberg. On behalf of the President of the Republic of South Africa, it's a pleasure for me to be here with you, just going through, taking people through memory lane about this very important exhibition, which you said it was done in partnership with Lilithville Farm Museum in South Africa, in Rivonia. In the 1960s, the apartheid state was very strong, economically, politically, and otherwise. It was resourceful in all way possible. So it took liberation movements to come together to challenge the might of apartheid. But it couldn't have happened if it was not for the Nordic countries, especially Norway. The role you came and played, I was sharing with you on an anecdote that practically we have experienced your assistance to fight against apartheid. There was one outfit, the Norwegian People's Aid. I'll never forget that outfit, which was working mostly with the trade union movement in South Africa. And there were many others which made it possible for all of us, especially in South Africa, to reach the point of 1994. Now, distinguished delegates, when Chief Albert Luthuli, who was the leader of the African National Congress at the time and under house arrest in South Africa, was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize This contributed greatly in raising international awareness of the plight of the people of South Africa, and that happened in your country, Prime Minister. The delivery of humanitarian assistance to the liberation groups, particularly in Southern Africa, the boycott of the product produced by the apartheid regime, and the protest support of ordinary citizens across Nordics, and particularly Norway, was of great positive impact on our determination to be free. Actually, you always reminded us that we are not alone in the fight against apartheid. The organization of disinvestment disinvestment campaigns and the provision of legal defense for arrested leaders who were persecuted because of liberation what is well remembered by all of us and activists in the country. And Your Excellency, we appreciate the role that the people of Norway, your beautiful country, played in galvanizing support for the anti-apartheid movement. The support you provided and the solidarity that your country displayed during the darkest days of apartheid. We also recognize the role that Norway continues to play even now in promoting peace and security on the African continent, and the world over. We also, as members of the AU, all of us would always remember your role, and we always want to emphasize the point that we were not going to reach 1994 in South Africa if it was not because of international solidarity. Yourselves, you continue even now, and we can see as we reconstruct and develop our country, the region SADC and the continent, that we still have a partner in you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you, Minister. Temba and Nick will now take you down memory lane.
Yes.
All right, that was arts and